This is the drive home with
Zach
and TT for the Mill drive home. Driving home from, it's got a weird name, but I know it's called Prince's Park. Where it finished, Dartford 0.
Millwall 2.
We're back. We are back driving home from a Millwall game, and it feels absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic to be back. I know everyone's missed us. Zach, do you think everyone's missed us?
Yeah. It's
What, been a long 66 days?
yeah, it has been a long 66 days. I've missed Millwall so much. It was the best thing. It's the best thing that's happened to me, Millwall. So I'm so happy to be back.
And you were mascot today. Who have you got to say thank you to?
I've got to say thank you to Andrew Guyot, my dad's friend, and he is a legend. And I've got to say thank you to Billy Mitchell for walking me out today. Also a legend.
Yes, he is a legend. Played pretty decent in the middle of the park as well. At first, you've got to be a little bit disappointed with the fact that some of our new signings weren't playing, but I think it was actually better the fact that the players on the pitch pretty much got a full 90 minutes, and we'll break down a few of the new players and what we think about them. Obviously, we've got a few friendlies. We've got Colchester on Friday night that we're going to. Then we've got, Ipswich at home.
Nice.
Then that's before Stoke in the league.
First game back.
And then Cambridge, and then Sheffield United away. So plenty of games up and coming, plenty of drive homes to, obviously, if you're not subscribed to the drive home, the first time you're watching it, get yourself subscribed. Put a like on the video if you like it. And we'll take it from there. We started off with a 5-2, wasn't it 5-2-1-2 formation.
It was a very different formation to what we would normally play.
I don't know, and it looks like that the one behind the two, the false nine position, today it was played by Tyler Bury. Potentially it might be played by Zion Fleming, obviously the good signing from Fortuna Sittard, the Eredivisie team. But we had Bartosz in goal, a back three of Jake Cooper, Murray Wallace, and the new fella Cresswell in from Leeds. Right wing back was Danny McNamara, left wing back was Topoloy. Two centre midfielders in George Honeyman coming in from Hull and Billy Mitchell. The false nine position was Tyler Bury. Up front was the dynamic duo in Bradshaw and Benekafobe. Brilliant, absolutely fantastic to get Benekafobe back. Before I go into the game, I'll say I'll tell you what, we'll talk about a couple of chances and then we'll break down individual performances. I was really, really impressed with the start. You've got to take into account it's against Dartford. They're our non-league team, even though they hosted really well today, and they were very physical. Wanted to put themselves about. It wasn't easy to get in and about them, but we were up for matching them. Created our first opportunity that we scored from. It was a break. Tyler Bury Bradshaw first of all run through. He got wiped out. The ball dropped to Tyler Bury. He got wiped out, but then it dropped to Benekafobe. He needed no second invitation. Absolutely smashed it into the back of the net to make it 1-0. Yeah. Bury, do you know what? Bury had a really mixed bag game. He had a couple of, and I think this is going to be him. He is young. He's got pace. He's got skill, and he's got technique. In the first half, run through right through the middle. Played basically one-on-one. The defender caught up and he kind of tried to do too much and got tackled. Probably should have either shot or laid it off for a Phobe. He's going to be that frustrating kind of character. But then we created the third opportunity. Do you remember the third opportunity?
Oh, what? Was it Honeyman?
No, that was in the second half. Yeah. I know that obviously we did look a little bit susceptible first half. Like Cresswell has come in, and obviously he's going to take time to settle into the geezer looks absolutely built like a truck.
He is so physical.
Very physical. Grew into the game as well. As the game went on, he got better and better. The defence got better. Again, we're playing Dartford, so you'd expect it. But what I was really impressed with is the fact he talked. His communication was excellent, and we created very few chances. One in the first half, and I think maybe two in the second half. Half time came and went. Second half, a great opportunity for George Honeyman on the corner of the box. Tries to curl it in. Keeper makes a really good save.
There was another one where it was a brilliant in-swing corner from George Honeyman, who I think will be our star man from set pieces. Cresswell comes up, headers it, and it hits the bar, skims off the bar, which was really annoying.
Yep, so we had that, and interspersed with those two chances, we scored our second goal. And before this happened, Bury has a great run through the middle. He's got Benekafobe and Tom Bradshaw either side of him, holds the ball too long, and by the time the pass comes, it's too late. And he, like I said, two big moments in the game, and he was frustrated with Bury. But the goal he scores and the run from Topoloy, fantastic skill, brilliant down the left. To be fair, was absolutely brilliant all day long. Was my man of the match, if I'm being completely honest. I thought Topoloy showed great skill, great determination, good defending. Didn't have to do too much defending, but what he did do, he done well. But more importantly than that, he looks really lively, really aggressive on the ball, wanting to get forwards, and he done a great bit of skill. Cuts it back for Bury, who's on the edge of the box, and Bury just opens his body out and bends the ball into the top right-hand corner. It really is a fantastic goal. He will not score a better goal all season. Absolutely no chance. And that makes it 2-0 from there. And then, you know, like I said, we'll talk about a few of the... like Topoloy was definitely my man of the match. Who's your man of the match, Zach?
I would say Topoloy or Honeyman. They made a good first impression to the fans. Honeyman looks lively in the midfield, looks like a playmaker, and Topoloy is just out and out. He looks like a better Malone.
Oh, well, that's a big statement. Again, you've got to take into the opposition, and Topoloy's coming from the youth team. He was in and around the squad at the end of last season, maybe a lot down to injuries, but it's going to be a different year with 5 substitutions. You know, players from the bench are going to have to make a difference. You're going to have to want someone who's going to make 15 minutes to be able to come on and give you a load of energy. And Topoloy may be that player. Certainly, you know, if you want to go and win a game or you want to try and score a goal. I was really impressed with George Honeyman. I've got to be honest. I felt that he had time on the ball. I felt that he turned well. He was tenacious. He looks a perfectly fit Millwall player. He looks like he's found the right club for him. Obviously, fans player and players player of the year at Hull City last season. A great signing. I felt Benekafobe and Bradshaw, you could see that they were working well together. Not much worked for them. To be fair, the Dartford defenders were absolutely huge. There was one great turn by Benekafobe where...
It was Rodrigo versus Fernandinho in the Champions League final.
Yeah, it was, where he's just absolutely dropped his shoulder, turned him and then run through on goal, and probably should have scored, but he just puts the ball wide of the far post. I was impressed with Cresswell. Like I said, Topoloy was my man of the match. Bartosz had very, very little to do in the game, as you'd expect. I know Charlton won 6-1 at Dartford, although I think they made a raft of changes. We didn't. We kept... both teams seemed to keep their basic full-strength team out for the majority of the game. Is there anything else you want to add, Zach?
Boateng come on in, I think, the 80th minute to change up for Topoloy, which didn't... He looks like a darting player too, Boateng. So excited to see what he can do.
It is great to be back. We're back on Friday night, obviously. Thank you very much for watching. Put your comments in the below. We really want to see Zion Fleming at Colchester. Hopefully he's available. It's great to be back. Thank you very much for watching. There's only one way we can finish it, Zach. No one likes us.
We don't care.
Yeah.